In today's video, I'm going to be doing another design of my gel and acrylic recreation series. This one was a acrylic recreation that I've actually been wanting to do for a while now, and I finally did it. So I'm going to start off by making a diamond nail stud with these little silver nail art studs here. I didn't have everything that she used, so I definitely had to get creative. I'm adding some crystals with the red, and next I'm going to add some gold caviar beads in the shape of a ring around each of the red crystals. She actually had these really cool little gold pearl little like ring studs, I think they're called. They're really cool looking, but I don't have any of those, so I just made my own with a gold caviar bead. And I now understand why people say that these little caviar beads are kind of a pain to work with. They do bounce all over the table, so this was actually, I think, my first time ever using gold caviar beads, so that was interesting. Alright, so next step is going to be another crystal cluster, and I'm going to be basically just doing the same thing by making the gold caviar bead ring here. I did cut some of this out because this was a little bit repetitive. So next I'm going to take 2 red crystals on each side, and then I'm going to add more caviar beads. And then I'm going to be taking 2 black crystals, and I'm going to be adding this to as like a frame for the top of the cuticle. And then I'm going to be taking this little gold stud here to create the look of that little band that she had on the top of the nail. I didn't have that exactly, so this was as close as I could get to it. So now for the fun part, which was the marble. I did a different marble pattern this time. I've never actually used a detail brush to do the marble pattern, and I will be honest that I like it as much as I like doing it with the stamper. She actually did, I think, this whole design with a brush because of the swirls that were on the nail, which is why I wanted to make sure I did this with a detail brush and not the stamper. I did have to add more of specific colors to this until I got this to the right look that I wanted it to be. I'm going to do the same thing 2 more times. I love marble patterns, so whenever I can do a marble pattern, I absolutely love it. And I will be honest that I was actually very happy with how this design turned out. I just add a little bit more red and swirled that in because I wanted to make sure that the red and the black was the most prominent in this marble pattern. And I'm going to do this one last time for the final nail here. And if you're doing this on your actual nails opposed to a fake nail like I'm doing here, please use liquid latex or something, because red polish is a pain to get off your skin. And marble patterns definitely can have some cleanup to them, so just be aware of that. If you don't want to use liquid latex, you can totally use a piece of tape if you want to. And I'm just going to add some more red and some more black. And continue that swirl pattern. And lastly, I'm going to go ahead and show the polishes here, and then I will top coat. I use Zoya's Purity, Ming, as well as Willa. And for the crystal nails, I used a matte top coat from Zoya. In the design, she did the crystal cluster nails matte and the marble nails shiny. So that's what I did here. I definitely try to get around the crystals. You're not supposed to get top coat over the crystals because apparently it can dull their finish, and that is true. And lastly, I'm going to go ahead and add the shiny top coat to the marble nails. Make sure that when you do top coat over a nail design like this, that if it's still a little bit wet, that you wipe off the brush before putting the top coat brush back into the bottle, just because you don't want to accidentally tint your top coat. And that's it.